Well, I like to bring it as it happens, and look at that today. It's just absolutely dreadful. This is the British summertime, and it's not good at all. But we got to get on, and we just got to sort of make sort of progress every day, even if it's just a little bit. We've got to make some sort of progress. So let's get on with it. Absolutely pouring down this morning, but it's dried up lovely. But you can see the trees in the background. It's such a windy day, and certainly down here in Chepstow. It comes in off the channel there. Well, this is one of the reasons that we price the way that we price. When you're pricing for fencing, for example, in our case, is that you're pricing to erect a new fence, and generally that would be on good clear ground. But when you're taking these old fences down, you have to incorporate this part of the project in itself. So a lot of digging here, a lot of concrete to come out. So it's not just erecting a new fence, it's demolishing the old fence and then removing the concrete. There we are. I've been told I've got to get a nail gun, but you can use an hammer, can't he? And so we got these. We got the feather edge fence along here now. Comes straight down here. It was just in a mess before the old fence. It was up and down and staggered. It was just a total mess. And even over here, we've even found an old water pipe. The customer had. We don't even know what's in the ground. The customer knew about that. He sort of capped it off. Nobody knows what it is, where it goes, and nothing, and nobody's taking any ownership for it. But anyway, got the feather edge fence coming in. We've got a 6-inch rock board, and it runs down. And this is where we're going to stop, because that's the neighbour's fence, and he doesn't know what he wants to do with that. But it is rotten and it's fallen apart. Got the digger here yet, so the guys are starting to hand dig that out. And these are the slabs that's going to come out. So our customer's going to put these on Facebook, and but they're still good slabs wherever you look at it. Well, that's that cleared. Another skip filled, graded off just how the client wants it.
Alright, John, what are you up to?
It's the only time when you start smiling, isn't it? Because I made a mistake. Well, this is where I've got the main log stored around there, which I need to fill up for the winter. But I've got this area along here where I keep a few slabs, glue for the artificial grass, and I keep these extra logs. But what had happened is that when I built these in, it's not wide enough. Basically it's not wide enough, so, and all the logs fell out, so I normally sort of wedge them in, but there we are. If a job's worth doing well, you do it well, instead of what I've actually done here, and I failed miserably by allowing the logs to fall out. No, just bugger off.
There we are.
We've made a mess already. There you go. We started digging out for the patio yesterday. We'll start digging a bit more. We're going to start lifting the slabs, because the slabs have got to go. Well, yesterday we went down. We need the digger here on this job, but we can't get the digger out on the last job simply because there's a skip in the way. So we've loaded that skip yesterday afternoon, and hopefully that'll be picked up so we can get the digger down, and then we can start pulling out all this area over here. And I'm frustrated. I want to get on with it. I want to get it done. So the idea is to strip this area right the way through to the top, and then we've got a grab service at some point where the van is. You'll be able to park there and reach over. We're going to put some boards down and a sheet down, and then just transfer it across. There's a fair bit here. I've worked it out. It's going to take 2 loads, 2 grab services away to get this away. And we've got to be careful, because along here is a path, and this path services these houses, and definitely there will be services coming through that path, but you just don't know what they do sometimes. So we've just got to work very, very careful. Well, there he is. I don't know what's actually happened now this morning, but he just seems to have got straight on with it, and I don't know, something's got into him, but there he is. Well, here we are. We've dug out this part of the garden. This is where the new patio is going to come from. You see me there? From that doorway coming over this way, and we're going to do something with this manhole here. But you can see the existing patio, and you look at the horizon on the side, and you can see that it's not been laid on anything good, really. So that might have to be dug out, Jack. So whether you're a contractor or a consumer that is having a patio, as you can see here, and you can see very closely here, you can actually see the soil, and this patio is being laid on soil. There's no ifs or buts about it. You can see it's being laid on soil. So, you know, if you're getting a quote, make sure you get some specification, and make sure that they say they're going to do what's on the quote. And good specification is a good decent sub base, whatever the laying method is. But in this case, this is being laid on soil and a little bit of mortar. So if you decide to go down that route and choose a contractor, and it all goes wrong and goes pear-shaped and downhill, it's your own fault. Well, I just wanted to show you these slabs that we've taken up. These are Marshalls, and they're a few years old now when they've come from Marshalls, because if you look at it, you can tell this. Look how thick they are. They're at least a 35, 40 mil, sometimes in cases 50 mil slab. These are the old flagstones that used to come from India years ago, before they started the calibration. Half decent product. You could lay these almost on sand, just sand itself, sharp sand, just like laying block paving sometimes in some respects, if it's compacted correctly. But they started calibrating the sandstone. It became very thin. Sandstone has a high porosity, so as with where they were before, it would take a long time for the moisture to work through, unlike the calibrated products that you actually see now. Look at those 1x1s. Look how thick they are. Decent quality sandstone. Well, I'm here in Chepstow Garden Centre, and their little garden is absolutely beautiful. I know what's happening here. They've got the wisteria being blown over here, but they've got these roses and the box hedge and the cotinus in the middle, and there's some verbena and some echinacea over there, and it looks absolutely stunning. And I think that what you guys got to try and understand is that it's not just about the hardscapes. Get involved in the planting. Look at all those box balls going around there. Look at the impact that actually makes. Absolutely stunning, beautiful with the roses, and they've got a salix over there. Just start getting involved in plants. It's so important, and you're landscapers, and that's what you should be doing. Get involved.